Ronaldo.
Welcome to Tom Hoke Field for tonight's matchup between Rome Free Academy tonight. They play host to CNS, Cicero North Syracuse.
Number 32, Cameron Doherty, escorted by his parents, Brad and Cammy.
Tonight, Kody Smith. Kody, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
No, it's good to have you. Ray Tarkowski, the PA announcer.
Number 42, Kody McCaskill, his mom Bobby and his dad Brendan.
LinkedIn or Facebook, and if you have any comments, we're going to try to get to as many comments as we can. It's an interactive broadcast tonight.
Number 3, Max Hunt, escorted by his mom Joanne, his dad Wally, and along with his sister Madison.
Of 4-2. The playoffs, Kody, have been set. All teams get in. There's only
Number
8
23, Dayton
AA,
Kelly,
all 8 teams
escorted by his mom Angela.
Come in tonight. Right now, they're a 6 seed. Into the sectional, so we'll see who will be the 3 seed. Right now, it looks to be maybe
number 1, Baez,
so we'll see who they will
escorted by
after tonight.
Doreen Escu's mom and Alfredo Baez's dad.
42-7. A game that was pretty close until halftime. In the second half, Liverpool pulled away.
Number 55, Ryan O'Donnell,
35-7.
escorted by his mother Renee, his sister Erin, and his brothers Shane and Dylan.
Tough game against Liverpool right now. Liverpool and CNS seem to be 1 and 2 in Class AA.
And our senior cheerleaders, Alexis Pedersen, escorted by her dad Mike and her mom Tara.
You can see the standings
Huska.
coming in Class AA. Liverpool sits atop at 5-1. CNS is at 4-1 in league play, 4-2.
Bianca Wall, escorted by her dad Harry and her mom
Corcoran's
Nikki.
at 4-2. Baldwinsville's at 3-2. Utica Proctor's at 3-3. Rome Free Academy at 2-4. And then
Danielle Sermonero,
winless.
our cheer captain, escorted by her dad and mom, John and Christina.
Coming in the game, senior Kody McCaskill will be talking a lot about him tonight on both sides of the ball. Wide receiver.
I want a round of applause for our senior players and their parents who have dedicated a great deal of time to the Rome Free Academy football program.
He's really looked good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd ask you to please rise and move your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Please remain standing for the Rome Free Academy alma mater.
And we're going to pause for the playing of the national anthem. Just played. The alma mater to follow. Rome Free Academy will go to the sidelines. For CNS tonight, key players to watch: sophomore quarterback Jackson Radleski. He's thrown for over 700 yards, 6 touchdowns, and just 1 interception. CNS is a team big up front. We got the starters tonight on both sides of the ball. We'll get the Rome Free Academy starter here in just a minute. For CNS on offense, Farouk Ibrahim Jr., the 5'9" junior, 165-pound running back. Vincenzo Latinzo, the 5'10", 170-pound senior. James Cahill, the 5'11", 180-pound senior. Tim Graham, 5'11", 170 senior, wide receiver. And as we just said, Jason Radmusky, the quarterback, sophomore quarterback. Number 11, Joshua Kubaya, the 6'3", 210-pound senior wide
Tonight's
receiver.
officials, referee Todd Hebern, umpire Ron Upperman, linesman Doug Owen, line judge Frank Ashton, back judge Brian Campbell,
Keys to the game.
Clock operator John Hurst, play clock operator
scrimmage. How many times you heard that in college football and the NFL? The team that wins
Mike
the game
Calogero.
usually has the most
The
success.
scoreboard clock at the south end of the field is official.
On offense and defense. The other key is to not give up the big play. He said defensively, they got to hang around a little bit. They got to be in the game early. They can't give up that big play.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's opponent of the Black Knights, the CNS North Star.
I think one of the main guys you got to look to retain on defense is Mason Ellis. CNS has about 830 yards receiving total this year, and he has 445 touchdowns. I think he's probably going to be matched up with Jack Wallace, one of our better DBs. I think we'll look to double him, make sure he doesn't break up for any big plays.
The officials for tonight's ball game is another veteran crew here. The referee tonight will be Todd Hebern. The umpire will be Ron Opperman. The linesman will be Doug Owens. The line judge will be Frank Aston. And the back judge will be Brian Campbell. So another veteran officiating crew here tonight. It's a beautiful night to play fall football here tonight. The weather today was a little rainy most of the day.
Slowed down right in time for the game.
But it slowed right down, so I don't think there's any rain in the forecast tonight. CNS captains at midfield. Looks like I can see we got number 13, Jared Hills, one of the captains. Number 77.
Black Knights of Rome Free Academy.
We've got Tavoris Lownery, 6'4", 310-pound senior.
Big D lineman.
Big D lineman. Number 5 as well, Vincenzo Latenzio. It looks like number 14 will be the other captain, Mason Ellis for Cicero North Syracuse.
Might see CNS go to 2 quarterbacks tonight. They've got 2 guys that have a decent amount of completions, so got to watch out for both. Let's see. Anthony Testa is going to start the game, but I got one quarterback.
Reminder to all spectators, we ask that you cheer appropriately. Good sportsmanship is about respect of oneself, teams, coaches, opponents, officials, and the game itself. Schools participating in sexual activities will be held strictly responsible for the conduct of their participants, coaches, faculty members, as well as spectators. Conduct which is deemed unsportsmanlike, inappropriate, or detrimental to the educational philosophy of athletic activities will be deemed just cause for the school's immediate reprimand, removal, and or suspension from the contest.
Did you see who won the toss?
They're kicking off.
So it looks like Rome Free Academy will be set to receive. Cicero North Syracuse set to kick off.
Number 11, Joshua Kubala, set to kick off for the North Stars.
Back deep for Rome is number 2.
Kody Smith,
back deep for RFA.
For the Black Knights.
Long drive kick deep over Dorville's head. He's going to field it at about the 5. And a good run coming out. Looks like Rome Free Academy is going to take over first down at their own 16-yard line.
I'd love to see him get the ball into Dayton Kelly's hands on this first play here.
I'm sorry? Kickoff return by Shaheem Dorville. 1st and 10 for the Black Knights.
So we'll get a look at sophomore quarterback Evan Carlson.
Ball is at the Black Knights 16.
So we've got Kody McCaskill and Neve Baez on the.
You got 2 receivers to the right. Carlson in the shotgun. They go inside handoff. It's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Looks like a couple on the play.
Ball is carried by Dayton Kelly.
We'll call it 2nd down and about 8.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Is that Kelly?
So RFA comes back out. Carlson in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side. RFA is going left to right now. They go outside handoff. It's going to be game tackle.
Big hit.
Big hit there. It looks like they're going to get him for a loss.
Kelly again, the ball carrier. Stop for a loss.
Kelly, the ball carrier. Looked like a loss of about 3.
Back to the 13-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 13.
Look for him to go to Kody McCaskill here. He's been their key receiver so far this year.
They're going to go 2 receivers here to the near side. 2 up top. It's a 2-by-2 set. Carlson's in the shotgun. Carlson's going to be back to throw. Pitch route here to McCaskill. McCaskill catches it, but they're going to be well short.
About 6.
So that'll bring up 4th
Kevin
down.
Carlson Stevenson's pass is complete to Kody McCaskill. He is stopped short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 6.
4th and long.
Quarterback was right there.
So that's going to bring on the punt team. Looks like back deep, the kick is going to be Brandon Roman. Oh, he fumbled the snap. Was there a whistle? I didn't know if there was a whistle. I didn't hear one.
I didn't hear one
And
either.
CNS recovers it for the touchdown. I didn't hear a whistle.
Is recovered by Mason Ellis. North Stars will return it for a touchdown.
Cicero North Syracuse picked it up for a touchdown. I thought there was a whistle, but I didn't hear a whistle. Special teams always plays a key part in any football game at any level.
Not a bad snap either.
So CNS will line up to attempt the extra point. And it looks like on to attempt the extra point.
Kubala set to
Kubala.
attempt the extra point for the North Stars.
Kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is good. 10:04 remaining in the first quarter.
CNS gets a big special
7-0.
teams play for a touchdown. They lead Rome 7-0. In any level, you always talk special teams. When you're backed up inside your own 20-yard line on any drive, always tough, and special teams always plays critical. And they get the box snap, and CNS takes advantage for the first touchdown of the game.
Got to get the kickoff there.
Kubala set the kickoff again.
For Rome Free Academy. Sitting back right at about the goal line. Another deep kick. Dorval's going to field it at about the 8. He fumbles it. He's fumbling it. It's all over. And RFA falls on it at their own 10-yard line.
Loose ball on the kickoff is recovered by the Black Knights.
Inside their own 20-yard line to start. They'll start on their own 10-yard line here.
28. And I don't even have a 28.
So not the start you'd want to see.
Not at all. Got to move the ball here a little bit on this drive.
So it's Carlson in the shotgun. Dayton Kelly behind him. Trips to the far side. Carlson's going to roll left. Carlson's going to throw. It is broken up. They tried to move Carlson out of the pocket.
Baez incomplete. Second and 10 from the 10.
So that's going to bring up second down and 10 from their own 10-yard line.
Broken up by number 3 for Roke Ibrahim, 5'9", running back in DP.
So it's trips to the left. Carlson in the shotgun. It's an inside sweep handoff here. And he's going to be wrestled up at about the 8-yard line. We got a late flag on the play. Looks to be maybe a personal foul. I think it's
flag on the play.
Came in late. So Rome Free Academy on their opening drive started inside the 20. Now they're inside the 20 here, where this could be a costly personal foul. It should back them up.
At the distance, likely.
Yeah, looks like an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Personal foul against the Black Knights.
So that's going to back RFA up
We'll
half the distance to the goal.
Move the ball half the distance. And it's marked at the 4-yard line.
Just inside the 5-yard line.
Third and 16.
Long here for Rome. Not many plays when you're backed up this far inside your own end zone.
Could be hard to get a pass off here. They'll be bringing some pressure.
They go trips to the left. Carlson still in the shotgun. Motion inside again. Play action pass. Screen pass. Complete. Complete. That's McCaster, who was hit hard. So we get some of it back, but that's going to bring on the punt team again for Rome.
Pass is complete to Kody McCaskill. Brought down at the
a little bit more success this time with the punt team.
12-yard line. 4th and 8.
So back deep, the punt for Rome is number 74, Brandon Roman.
Not a bad punt.
Brandon Roman punt.
Punt fielded by CNS at the RFA 45. He's wrestled.
Punt by Rachel Ellis.
Good
Brought down by
for Rome Free Academy.
Carmelo Gilbert.
55, Ryan O'Connell with the tackle. He's a key piece on defense.
And
He
Ryan
plays on both
O'Connell.
sides of the ball. He's a guard on offense and runs special teams.
1st and 10 for the North Stars at the RFA 44.
So CNS comes out, shotgun, trips formation to the left. They go inside zone handoff. And he's going to be wrestled down. Looks like a gain of about 6.
Ball carried by number 26, Jason Bartlett.
Jackson Radmusky at quarterback for CNS.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
So we'll call it 2nd down and 4.
Jason Bartlett's their workhorse guy. You're going to see them feeding him a lot today, especially if Game keep going away.
It'll be Muskie in the shotgun tricks formation to the left. They go bubble screen out here. It's complete, and he's going to have the first down.
Muskie's pass is complete to Mason Ellis,
You've seen CNS on the first two
brought
plays.
down by Ricky
They're two
Fernandez.
key players so far this year. Their best receiver and their best
First
running back.
down for the North Stars at the
Mason Ellis is a guy
RFA
we definitely got to try to contain.
31.
So that's going to bring up first down here for CNS.
Bartlett again, the ball carrier.
Initial hit there by number 61, Brian East, it looks like, on the D-line.
61? Brian East?
Yeah.
Brian East on the stop.
Just see that headset.
Oh. Yeah.
Saying they can't hear us too good, so let's try to adjust. All right, we're going to see if that's any better.
It's third and about 6 to go here for CNS.
Test.
Oh, and they run a QB read here. 15 yards.
See, we're having a change in the audio here, so we'll see if that's a little bit better. So if you're listening out there, see if you can put
Anthony
a comment in
Testa
there
on
and
the
see if
carry.
it's any better. If not, we'll improvise over here.
Could you like put it in the middle? Or is that our face? Do you have an extra one?
Anthony Testa, when they bring him in, you got to watch the quarterback run.
Okay.
He's been the backup this year. They kind of bring him in
Can
for
I
that
have it?
purpose only. Yeah.
So it's going to be timeout CNS. 5:51 to go in the first quarter. CNS leads Rome 7-0. CNS going
Have the numbers in.
inside Rome territory right now.
I asked them to send me updates when they change numbers.
Mark, did you have a new roster for our thing?
I have the one I got this morning.
Oh, can we put it? Do you need it? Yes. Oh, okay. I'll have to be listening to you for names. 'Cause mine does the different ones.
All right, it says much better, guys, so we're going to go with that.
And the third down there, we can pick it a stop.
First and goal for the North Stars at the Black Knight 8.
CNS has the ball on the 8-yard line, first and goal.
So it's Rav Muskie at quarterback for CNS.
It's
He's
first
gonna
and
go
10
under
at the
center
11.
this time. They bring a man in motion to the near side bunch formation. They're going to go outside handoff on the power play. He's going to bust straight ahead. And it looks like he's going to
And
get no center.
touchdown
Yes, it
scored
is.
by number 26, Jason Bartlett.
CNS touchdown. That was Jason Bartlett on the touchdown run. Jason Bartlett leading the team in rushing for CNS. You'll see 2 or 3 backs for CNS. They like to run the football out of different formations. So CNS gets 2 really good field possessions to start the opening quarter here for them. On the attempt, the extra point is Josh Kubala, number 11. The extra point is up, and it is
Ball's extra point is good. North Stars lead
5:46 to go in
14
the opening
0.
quarter. CNS leads 14-0. You know, they haven't had to go the length of the field yet because of the box punt. And then they backed RFA up inside their own 20-yard line. They got good field position at the RFA 45-yard line. They hadn't had to put together a long drive yet, and RFA hasn't had good field position to start the game.
Their kickoff unit's done a great job putting us back so far. Look to see if we can get better field position on this one.
So Josh Cavallo will handle the kicking tonight for Cicero North Syracuse. He has boomed 2 big kicks all the way into the end zone.
It looks like once again we got Shaquem Dorville back to return the kickoff here.
Dorville's going to be back deep for Rome. He's got his heels on the goal line. And he might even be better if it's kicked deep or let it go to the end zone and bring it out to the 20-yard line. We'll see where Cavallo kicks this
You want to have good field position here. Okay? Don't want to hit on the 10 again.
He's going to boom another one. Dorville's going to come up and field it on his own 10. He's got his own 20 to the 25. And it looks like he's going to be wrestled out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Without return.
So much better field position here to start.
Knocked out of bounds at the 29-yard line, first and 10.
Dayton Kelly's been the back so far that RFA has featured. I'm sure we'll see Dorville. I'm sure we'll see a load of backs tonight for Rome Free Academy. I'm sure Nave Baez will be back there tonight as well.
I'm sure he'll have a bunch of pass catching opportunities as well today.
So it's 2 receivers to the near side. Carlson in the shotgun. Carlson's going to fake the handoff, and he's rustled for a loss.
Number 13, Gerard Hills, the tackle.
Evan Carlson Stevenson brought down for a loss of 6. Second and 16, the ball is on the 24.
So Dayton Kelly's still in the backfield. Carlson will be in the gun most of the game. He rarely goes under center for Rome Free Academy.
I'd love to see him try to get the ball into Neve's hands on this play.
Second and long, maybe a screen pass, bubble screen here. It's going to be a screen pass, inside screen.
It's Neve Baez with the catch.
Pass is complete to Neve Baez. Brings the ball out to the 33-yard line.
Third and long, you look for the screenplay. They got it in their
It'll
hands.
be 3rd and 6.
So now it's 3rd and 6 for Rome Free Academy as they trail 14-0 with just under 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter.
I'd be looking for Caden McCaskill again on this one. He's got good hands.
McCaskill's going to come to the wide side here to the near side. Rome Free Academy's going left to right. Carlson in the shotgun. Carlson's going to roll a little right. Carlson's rolling a little right, and he is brought down in the backfield. He was brought down in the
Carlson
backfield
brought down for a loss
as he was
by
rolling
number
to his
15,
right.
David Schaefer Momi.
Number 6, James Cahill brought him down.
So that's
Fourth down for the Black Knights. The ball's at their own 23.
CNS will likely start again here.
Brandon Roman back to kick.
Brandon Roman back deep to kick for Rome. And for CNS back deep is number 5, Vincenzo Martinzio. It's going to be fielded and fair caught.
Fair catch
made by number 20.
By number 20, Jason Mingle. 1st and 10 for the North Stars. It's their own 45.
So once again here, CNS winning the field position battle to start the game.
They have dominated the field position here in the opening quarter.
Hey, can you tell someone to stop pointing the green laser light on our players? Green laser light from the stands is shining on the CNS players.
Would the individual with the green laser light please stop shining it, or you will be removed from the
He's going to
area?
go straight ahead. There he goes. 30, 25, 20. He will score.
CNS touchdown scored by number 12, Anthony Testa, 55-yard run.
Back draw from 55 yards out. He went straight ahead. Once he got through, he turned on the burners. He showed some speed on that one.
Once again, anyone found with a laser light in the stands will be immediately ejected.
So CNS will attempt the extra point here. They're up 20-0 in the opening quarter. And Kody, as we've talked about so far this opening quarter, they've really dominated the field possession. And that extra point
extra point is good.
Good.
Yes,
Every drive so far,
21-0.
45 or better.
RFA's got to put a drive together here. RFA's got to keep their defense off the field here this opening quarter. Put together a long drive, maybe run the football a little bit, some screens.
Got to show them we can score too.
Maybe they can get Carlson out of the pocket, some screen passes, hitch passes, some short passes.
Got to block the guys up front a little better. They've gotten through pretty easily so far to start the game.
And maybe they can get McCaskill deep, maybe on a play action pass. He's only had one catch so far.
For about 6 yards.
Subala kicking off again.
So Dorval's going to be back deep. He's got his heels right at the goal line. We'll see if they can get this thing outside the 20-yard line and get some good field position. Kubala's set to kick it off. Shorter kick for him. Dorval's going to come up and field it at about the 10-yard line. He's across the 20-yard line, just over the 25 to about the 28-yard
on
line.
the kickoff return.
So that'll bring up first down Rome Free Academy. 3:23 left to go in the ball game. Or in the opening quarter.
I'd love to see him establish the run here. Try to keep the ball out of Sienna's hands.
First and 10 at the 29.
So it's going to be Carlson in the shotgun. Kelly's next to him to the left. It's twins wide receivers up top, one to the near side. And RFA's going to run a man on the field. Looks like that's going to be number 3. Max Hunt comes onto the field. Now they're in a 2x2 set. Carlson's going to drop back. It's a hitch pass to McCaskill. McCaskill breaks the tackle. He's knocked out of bounds.
That's complete.
Yard line. That's what we're talking
To
about. They can
Kody
throw some
McCaskill.
short passes.
Knocked out of bounds. First down
Get Carlson.
for the Black Knights at the 42.
It was a simple out route from McCaskill here to the near side. Complete. He made a man miss. And it's going to be first down, Rome Free Academy. Carlson stays in the shotgun. It's a 2x2 set. Kelly's to the right. Kelly on his own. It's a fake. It's a hit screen to the right side, and it is complete.
This is complete to
Max
Max
Hunt
Hunt.
completed it.
About 5.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46.
So RFA's at about the 46-yard line. We'll call it second down and about 6.
Look for him to run it here with David Kelly.
Kelly's still the lone setback. Carlson's in the gun. It's a 2x2 set. Carlson takes a snap. He's going to throw another hit screen complete.
McVay Baez with the catch.
Complete over to Baez. He's going
That
to
is complete to Baez.
bring up
Cross
third down.
his midfield.
One. But I like the action. A lot of
Third
different
and
passes.
2
The
at the
CNS
50.
defensive backs are playing off a little bit. There's a person on the outside. Carlson stepped up. He had some time to throw it.
These quick passes seem to be working.
So Carlson will stay in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Carlson's going to hand it off. He's stuffed in the backfield. Kelly's stuffed in the backfield.
Kelly stopped for no gain. It'll be 4th down.
So that's going to bring up 4th down. It's a loss. We'll call it 4th and 4. We'll see what Coach DeCola decides to do. It looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. The offense is going to stay on the field. Look for McCaskill here, maybe a short pass, some type of hitch pass.
Carlson looking at the sideline, trying to switch the
Carlson's
play
looking
here.
to Coach DeCola, who calls the plays for RFA. The lone setback is Kelly. Did they get him to jump? I think they got him to jump. I didn't see a flag though. Did they get a timeout here?
I didn't see a flag. I think RFA called a timeout.
Timeout. RFA.
RFA got the timeout.
Didn't quite come into the neutral zone there.
They almost threw him offside. It's 4th and 4.
I'd love to see him go for it here. You're down 20-0 in the opening quarter. They would. I mean, they had the ball in the 50. It's not great field position. Got to do something to get momentum back here.
You hate to say this is a big play in the ballgame. It's only the opening quarter, but they need to move the sticks here. You don't want to give it to CNS right at inside RFA territory to start another drive.
Move the ball. I'd love to see him go to another one of those like little hitch routes into Bay or Kade.
McVay's been tough in that slot receiver. McCaskill's been tough on the outside. We'll see if the defensive backs come up a little bit. There's a little bit of a cushion on the outside against McCaskill. Carlson's going to be in the shotgun. Kelly's in the backfield. Big 4th down play here for Rome Free Academy. Carlson's going to get the shotgun snap. It's a quick pass to the outside. It's complete for the first down.
Number 11, Jack Lawless with the catch.
The junior Jack Wallace with a big catch and a nice throw.
Pass is complete to Jack Wallace.
That's one way to
First
beat
down
pressure.
for the Black
Just get the ball
Knights
out of your hands
at the
fast.
North Star 44.
Love the play call there. They've got two really good possession receivers, Jack Lawless and Kade McCaskill. Lawless had the game-winning catch in the homecoming game.
And it was a beautiful catch. Carlson's going to be back to throw again. Carlson's going to take a shot deep. Jump ball. That's complete.
Pass
Wallace
is
again.
complete.
You were just saying he made the game-winning
To
catch. He
Jack
went up
Wallace.
and got that one.
Went over the
Beautiful
top of the
catch.
defender there. Came down with it.
Beautiful catch by Wallace.
First and 10 for RFA
So it's going to bring up
at the
first and
CNS
10.
14.
Rome Free Academy.
Love the design there. Establish the short pass and then go deep.
They'll have it at the CNS 13-yard line. Kelly's in the backfield. Kade McCaskill's to the near side here, out wide. They're going to bring Baez in motion. It's going to be a screen to the outside.
Over the head of
Pass
Baez.
intended for
Intended
Baez
in the
incomplete.
flat. I like the play again, though. You get Baez out in the flat, get it to him in the flat, let him make a guy miss. I think you still got to look for your playmaker, McCaskill here on the outside.
One-on-one in the back of the end zone. I love that matchup.
Here's Carlson in the gun again, out to the flat. I think it's complete. I didn't see the official over there. I think it was complete. Is it incomplete?
Pass to Jack Wallace again. Waiting to see a signal here.
Looks like it's incomplete. Looks like it's going to show 3rd down. So the pass was incomplete. Carlson's in the shotgun. They got 2 receivers here to the near side. Carlson's in the shotgun. He's got pressure, and he's going to be sacked.
Carlson Stevenson sacked back at the
They brought a DB blitz there.
17-yard
From
line.
the outside. And that's going to bring up 4th down and long.
4th and 13.
36 seconds counting here. They're going to have to run a play to. There's 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Tough yardage here. You got 13 to go. It's a long field goal. You can't really kick from here.
So Carlson's going to be in the shotgun. It's a 2-by-2 set. McCaskill's out wide. Carlson's going to be under pressure again. He's scrambling around, makes one man miss, but he's going to be wrestled down.
Quarterback brought down at the 25-yard line.
For RFA.
Number 50, Nicholas Stuper with the stop.
Got an injured Lone Free Academy player down.
That's the quarterback, Evan
Carlson
Carl.
was slow to get up, but he did get up. Looks like he's holding his neck as he goes.
11.9 seconds left in the first quarter. CNS takes over on downs at their own 25.
So you moved the ball, got a little stagnant in the red zone. CNS is starting out with the ball.
So Radmusky will still be at quarterback for CNS, number 11. They have it at their own 25-yard line. Jason Bartlett, the one setback, trips receiver here to the near side for CNS. They're going to go bubble. They're going to fake the bubble screen. They're going to throw one up top. Over the top. Pass is incomplete.
Pass intended for Anthony Testa, incomplete.
Number 1, Neve Baez in coverage on that blitz.
They faked the screen pass. It was a bubble and go. And they were intended for Testa downfield. Pass was just out of reach. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for CNS. Bartlett still the lone setback. Radmusky's in the shotgun. They go inside handoff to Bartlett. Bartlett makes a couple man miss. He's going to be rustled down. Pile's still moving forward. That's going to do it for the first quarter.
Ball carried by
So at the end of
Bartlett.
the opening quarter, Cicero North Syracuse leads Lone Free Academy 21-0. So I'd have to say that.
Brought down by
field position
7
was the
Mark
big key
Kelly as a
for
black
RFA
knight.
to start the
At the
game.
end of
At
the first
box
quarter,
inside the
CNS
20-yard
leads
line. They gave
21-0.
CNS a short field. CNS capitalized, and RFA had a nice drive. Last time they had the ball with the short passing game.
Couldn't get points on the board. Definitely got to do a better job in the field position battle.
They had a nice drive with the short passing game. Came up a little short. They had the big play on 4th down from their own territory inside the 50-yard line.
Yep.
And Lawless had the big catch to move the sticks. Couple big catches on that drive. So we'll see if the defense here can hold CNS and get the ball back. So CNS has it 3rd down and a long yard. The officials are going to blow this one whistle blown. They say reset the clock.
Yeah, like that.
It's going to be a handoff to Bartlett. Bartlett's going to be wrestled down, but not before
Bartlett, the
he
ball
picks up the first
carried,
down.
brought down by Martelli.
22, Salvatore Martelli from Lone Free
First
Academy.
and 10 for North Stars, their own 39.
At their own 39-yard line.
Got to come for the stop on defense here. Can't let them put points up on the board again.
So it's Radmusky at quarterback for CNS. Bartlett, the lone setback. Bartlett's going to take the handoff. He's got a first down and
Flag
more.
on the play.
Ball carried by number
That was
3.
Frank Ibrahim Jr.
Farouk Ibrahim
Flag
Jr. Flag on the play.
Looks to be holding against CNS. Boy, he looked like a lightning bolt through that line. He hit that hole hard coming through. So Bartlett gets the rest. And Frank Farouk Ibrahim Jr. The junior.
Holding penalty against the North
So
Stars.
that's a big penalty. That's going to bring CNS all the way back.
It's going to be 1st and 20 from the 29.
1st and 20. You look for a short pass.
Ramusky at quarterback in the shotgun has got. We have a number 1. Is that number 1 in the back? I don't know if we have him on. He could be back to pass, short pass, but the flat's going to be complete. And the pass is going to be complete. Number 2.
Ramusky's pass is complete to Mason Mingle.
Number 20 was complete. Still second down and long for CNS. They're almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13.
So Ibrahim Jr., the lone setback. They're going to go twins to the right here to the near side.
Got to try to get him to 3rd and long.
Ramusky back in shotgun. He's going to throw a slant over the middle, and it's complete. It's going to be complete to Mason Mingle for
Pass
the
is
first down.
complete to Mingle.
2 big plays right in a row there, right from Mason Mingle.
Brought down by Ricky Fernandez.
Fernandez on the tackle for
First down for the North Stars.
CNS. Just across midfield in the RFA territory with 10 minutes
The
left.
RFA 47.
Halftime. Ibrahim still in the backfield for CNS to hand off to Ibrahim. He's going to hit the hole. He's through it. Makes a man miss, and another big run for CNS. It's going to be another first
Ibrahim,
down.
the ball carrier.
CNS is dominating line of scrimmage so far. It's this game.
1st and 10 at the Black Knight.
So Bartlett
32.
back into the game for CNS. So it's first down, CNS. Hand off to Bartlett.
Another
Bartlett's gonna
hole.
make a man miss. Bartlett
The ball carrier down to the 25.
And that's going to bring up a 2nd down.
Number 22, Salvatore Martelli with the tackle again.
Brought down by
Martelli, another tackle for
Martelli.
the Academy. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2 for CNS. Rasmussen's going to have the bootleg. He's going to roll to the left, throw back across. It's incomplete.
Varsovsky's pass incomplete.
Pass looked like it was intended for number 23, Carlton Garnes. That's a tough throw.
3rd and 3 from the 24.
Always a tough throw when you got to come across your back. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2.
Big play here for Academy.
It's going to be a speed sweep here to the near side. He makes a man miss, and he's going to be rustled out of bounds. We'll see where the spot is.
Anthony Testa again, the ball carrier.
It was Testa on the speed sweep.
McCaskill
was
on
in
the
on the
stop.
play over here to the near side. Let's see where they mark it.
So the game at first.
Yep, it's going to be first down, CNS.
On big plays, they went to the backup QB Anthony Testa a lot with the ball in his hands.
Ball is marked at the 17, 1st and 10.
Bartlett's the setback for CNS. They're going to hand it off to Bartlett. Nope, it's going to be a play action pass. They left to the left side. The pass is complete. And he's wrestled out of bounds.
Rasmusky's pass is complete.
Pass was complete to number 35.
Logan Grefka, the fullback.
That's the 2nd time they ran the naked bootleg.
Logan Grefka on the reception.
So that's going to bring up first down,
1st and goal
CNS.
inside the 5.
The first and goal, CNS from inside the 5-yard line.
I look for him to go right at us here with a run up the middle.
It's going to be Bartlett, the lone setback. Jasminski's under center. He's going to turn around outside, power play. He's near the goal line, but he's wrestled down.
Bartlett stop for a gain of 2. It's going to be
Bartlett on a short
second
run.
and goal from the 3.
I think he was brought down to number 61, Brian East again, getting some pressure.
He came right across the backfield. It'll be second down and goal for CNS with almost 7 minutes to go until halftime. It's going to be Bartlett, the lone setback, man in motion. There's a flag on the play.
Somebody
This could
jumped.
be
Who
a
was
false
it?
start.
5-yard penalty against the North Sides for false start.
It's a big play there.
It'll be a false start against CNS. It'll back them up 5.
Makes it a little harder now for them to get in here.
This would be a big stop for home here early in the game. They trail 21-0. It's second down and goal here for CNS. Jasminski is still in at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Bartlett's the lone setback. Jasminski's going to throw slant over the middle, and it is completed.
Muskie pass complete for a touchdown to Anthony
Anthony
Testa.
Testa, the backup QB again.
Anthony
There was a
Testa
big
on
catch.
a slant route over the middle, complete for a touchdown. Testa's been involved in a lot of the speed sweeps. He's been involved in some of the big plays over the middle. And the pass was complete for the CNS score. So CNS on the point after.
Number 11, Joshua Kubala again on the kick here.
And the extra point is up, and it is
Extra points good by Kubala. 28-0 North Stars.
6:53 to go until halftime. CNS leads Rome Free Academy 28-0. We'll see if RFA can put a drive together here before halftime. If you're just tuning in, we appreciate you tuning in tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I'm Rocky Ferguson on the Rock Mile. Tonight brings you Rome Free Academy football on senior night alongside Kody Smith.
Shaheem Dorville again, back to receive the kick here.
Dorville's back deep and another booming kick. Dorville's going to come up and field it at about the 14-yard line. Dorville's across the 20-yard line, makes one man miss. Breaks another tackle. Good run.
At about the 27.
Shaheem Dorville
on
on the
27-yard line.
kickoff return. Brings it out to the 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
So 6:45 left to go until halftime. CNS leads here at home 28-0.
I'd love to see him get back to a short passing game again here.
Yeah, we'll see. They had a lot of success on that last drive with the short passing game. They haven't really had much success running the ball, but sometimes those short passes make up for the run. They're very similar to a run.
They're all right there. Whole offense.
So Carlson's handoff is to Dayton Kelly. Dayton Kelly bounced it outside. Dayton Kelly makes a few men miss. He fumbled the football.
Dayton Kelly, the ball carrier. Loose ball recovered by the Black Knights.
Free Academy.
It's like you jump back on.
Kelly had a nice run. He started it inside. He
First
bounced
and
it out
10
wide to the
at
far
the
side. Made a couple
39.
of miss. So that's going to bring up first down.
Pardon? Yeah.
Carlston in the shotgun. Caden McCaskill down here to the near side.
Oh, really?
Twins formation. Dayton Kelly, the lone setback. Kelly on the outside, handoff. Kelly on the inside, cuts it in. And he's going to be wrestled down at about the line of scrimmage.
Peyton Kelly for a gain of 1.
So we'll give him a yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 9.
And I'd love to see him go back to Neve Baez in the pass catching game here. You got Jack Wallace at the bottom of the screen.
Jack Wallace down here to the near side. Cass goes up top. Carlson under. He's going to throw it out to the near side on a swing route.
It's to Baez.
And that was Baez. You just said it. If they can get
Baez
the ball
on
in
the
space, which they
reception.
did. Looks like he's just going to be a little short on the 1st down.
Knocked out of bounds at the
So that's going to bring up 3rd down.
48-yard line. 3rd and a long yard to go.
Probably going to see another little hitch route here, I'd say.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. See if RFA goes back to the short passing game or attempt to run it inside.
They got a fullback in the backfield here. Carlson takes the snap up the middle.
Direct snap to Kelly. Stop short of the 1st down.
Looks like it's going to be a loss of about 2. So that's going to bring up another 4th down. Similar to the other side of the field, they had a 4th down and 2 the last time. They decided to go one of the short passes. So see what coach decides to do here.
You got to go here.
Looks like he's going to keep the offense on the field.
Caskell's off the field here. Interesting decision. Oh no, looks like he's going to
Brandon
punt.
Roman back to punt.
Brandon Roman's going to be back deep. I guess you can say here, if you don't get it, you give CNS a short field to work with before halftime.
Yeah.
So if they can get a good punt here deep, put the defense back on the field.
False start penalty against the Black Knights.
So it's a false start that backs it up 5-4. Still 4th down. Brandon Roman on punt.
See if we can try to pin him back here.
He stands on his own 30-yard line. The snap's good. The kick is good.
Fair call by number 20.
Mason Bingle with the
It's
fair
a
catch.
37-yard punt.
1st and 10 for the North Stars
So see if RFA can get a stop before
at their own
halftime.
33.
Free Academy right now trails 28-0. 3:57 left to go until halftime. Tomorrow on the Mohawk Valley Sports Watch, we got Roman Scott Katoniak's going to join us. Scott's going to be on talking some Syracuse football. We'll talk some Buffalo Bills football tomorrow. You can tune in on WKAL Talk Radio 1450 from 9 to 11. The pass is complete. What a move. Makes a man miss. He's going to be wrestled out of bounds.
Once again,
It must be catch is complete to Testa. 1st and 10 for the North Stars
Target this first
at
half
the
has been
RFA
Anthony
49.
Testa caught the touchdown pass on the last drive.
So it's going to bring up a 1st down at the RFA 49-yard line. Razmowski will stay in the shotgun for CNS. So we get outside handoff and a nice play.
Number 55, Ryan O'Connell.
Ryan O'Connell brings down the ball carrier.
Miss. That's a big play as the clock continues to wind here.
Number 8,
In the first
Anthony
half.
Johnson.
It's Razmowski in the shotgun. Rasmuski, inside handoff. Inside handoff is down to about
Handoff
40-yard
is
line.
to
Number 8, Anthony Johnson.
It's Anthony
Stops
Johnson
at
on the
the
ball carrier.
41-yard line.
Freshman running back.
O'Connell and
2:20
Gilbert
left to
at
go
the
until
stop.
halftime. So Rasmuski in the shotgun. They go handoff.
Johnson again with
Johnson
Perry
with
here.
a shifty move.
Big hole.
And Johnson with a big
Johnson
hole.
again, the ball
Johnson's
carrier.
down to about
First
the
down
Academy,
for the North Stars
29-yard line.
at the Black Knight 30.
First down with just under 2 minutes to go until halftime.
Go to Bill on the stop.
The clock continues to tick here until halftime. Just almost at 1 minute to go.
First and 10 for the 29 here for CNS.
Rasmuski in the shotgun. He's going to be back to pass. Scramble around. He's going to roll right. RFA's got him in a backfield. Shifty move. He breaks one tackle. The pass is complete. Nope, they're going to say incomplete.
Rasmuski's
He's out of
pass
bounds.
intended for Mingle incomplete.
Mason Mingle, the target there.
Mason Ringo tried
Couldn't
to
get a
keep
foot
his
down.
feet in bounds, but the officials say incomplete. So that will bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Reminded at halftime we'll have a performance by the Rome Free Academy Marching Band.
The freshman Anthony Johnson in the backfield with Muskie. They'll be in the shotgun. They're going to hand it off to Johnson. He is stuffed in the backfield.
Johnson stopped for no
Illegal
gain.
stop by O'Connell was the initial man in there.
O'Connell getting into the backfield on this track.
And CNS going to call
Ryan
timeout.
O'Connell again with a stop. Timeout.
1:04 left
CNS.
until halftime. So it'll be 3rd and long for CNS. They are at the RFA 29-yard line. We'll see if this RFA defense can get a stop here.
They still got a long ways to go and only a minute left.
So CNS going to shuffle in some players. Looks like they'll bring back in Jason Bartlett, the featured back. Mosky will be in the shotgun. The drop back to throw from the shotgun. He's going to let one go over the middle. Complete for the touchdown.
Pass is complete for the CNS touchdown.
Again, number 12, Anthony Testa with the catch.
Anthony
He's going to
Testa
be a
got
huge game
behind
for
the
CNS.
defenders.
Touchdown
puts
scored
him
by
in
number
under
12,
all-thrown
Anthony
football
Testa.
for the touchdown.
Testa's got 2 receiving touchdowns and a rushing touchdown tonight.
Testa got behind the defense. Beautifully thrown football, too. He puts a nice air under it. And Cicero North Syracuse leads Rome Free Academy here at home, 34-0. As the extra point attempt is up, and it is good.
Extra point is kicked by number 25.
58 seconds left to play.
Daniel
until halftime.
Lysay.
CNS leads Rome.
It's good. 35-0. 58.1 seconds left.
Now we got to see if there's a lucky fan down there that'll bring us a drink.
Yeah.
You think any of the fans out there?
Who won the CNS?
Liverpool beat CNS.
No, they didn't. Must have been a good game.
Yeah. I think it was like 14-7. It was a close one.
Still got about 58 seconds left. I'd love to see us try to do something here.
Live straight set to kick off for the North Stars.
A couple college games going on right now. Middle Tennessee 10, UConn 10. Herb Hand, a local Westmoreland native, coaching at UCF. They lead Memphis 7-0.
Big upset the other night. Appalachian State took down Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina is one of those sneaky teams we thought might be able to sneak into the playoff. They went out.
Yeah, I mean, Coastal Carolina last year went undefeated.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
Two well-coached teams. Of course, App State the year they knocked off Michigan. My wife always reminds me of that. She's a Buckeye fan. I know you're an Oregon fan.
Yeah.
Oregon's offensive coordinator is a guy by the name of Joe Moorhead, who was the head coach at Fordham where I played. He was an outstanding quarterback for Fordham. Good to see him back. He was out. He missed a couple games before.
First and 10 for the Black Knights at their own 35.
He was back on the sideline.
58.1 seconds
One of
left
the
in
best
the
offensive
first half.
coordinators in college was the offensive coordinator at Penn State when they had Saquon Barkley.
I think he'll be a head coach again.
So
He was at Mississippi State. I just don't think it was the right fit for him there.
I'd look for him to go to Washington State maybe in the offseason.
Pass is
See what
complete
RFA
to
decides
Lawless.
to do here. Carlson was in the shotgun. 57 seconds to go.
Jack
That
Lawless with the catch
Pass was
inside.
complete to Lawless. He's had a few big catches.
Second and 1 at the
So the clock's
44.
gonna tick. RFA doesn't huddle. They go no huddle up tempo. Carlson's going to be in the shotgun. Dayton Kelly's the one lone back. It's trips to the far side.
Looking for a shot to McCaskill here.
Carlson's going to drop back. Carlson's under pressure. He
Oh,
steps
takes
up in the
off.
pocket and he slides for the first down. So
Evan
Carlson stepped up
Carlson
in the pocket,
Stevenson slides down for the
broke a couple
First
tackles, and slid for the first down. So we'll see if
at the
Coach
49.
DeCola decides to let this thing run out. They got inside 30 seconds to go until halftime. They'll call the play. It's trips to the far side. Carlson under center. It's going to be a wide receiver
McCaskill
screen.
with the catch.
It's McCaskill on the screen. He breaks a man miss. Makes another
There he
man
goes.
miss. And they knocked it loose. They're
Pass is
scrambling
complete
for it.
to
Looked like
McCaskill.
Free Academy recovered it, but we'll see. McCaskill had a beautiful
Loose
play.
ball on the play
He made a
recovered
couple
by
nice
Black
moves to
Knights.
get the first down. It's recovered by Rome Free Academy. He made a couple men miss. It was a bubble screen.
I love the play call, right?
So the officials, we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout?
Free Academy with
Okay.
10 seconds to go until halftime. McCaskill made two nice moves.
10.1 seconds left in the first
Break a
half.
couple tackles. And the ball was punched out from behind, but Rome Free Academy lucky to recover.
Probably got about 2 shots to the end zone here. I look for him to go to either Kane McCaskill again or Jack Lawless. Those have been their 2.
Yeah, and you think with 10 seconds to go here, you can't run the ball, so you got to throw it into the end zone. Unless they can get it out to the flat, maybe McCaskill on the screen. Baez has been in the flat a couple times, but I would think they have to let one go in the end zone. So Rome Free Academy will have first down. They'll have it at the CNS 15-yard line with just 10 seconds to go until halftime. Carlson will be in the shotgun. They go trips formation to the far side. Carlson, it's a bad snap. He's got a fall on it.
Snap is recovered by the
It's
Black
a low
Knights.
snap.
And they
Carlson
call
fumbled
it
the snap.
timeout.
He had no other choice but to dive on it.
Another timeout by Rome Free Academy.
So it'll be another timeout for Rome, but that's not something you want to see right before halftime.
Probably only got one play now.
So with 5 seconds to go until halftime, now you'd have to think it has to go in the end zone. The question is now, do you go trips to one side? Do you put 4 wide receivers to one side and leave McCaskill by himself and heave one up?
McCaskill's left to one-on-one. I would definitely look to him.
We'll see if maybe coach has any trickery. But I would think you go trips formation, put McCaskill one-on-one, put some air on it, let him go up and get it. He's 6'4". The score here would be big for RFA going into halftime with some momentum.
CNS will start the second half with the ball.
Yeah, which is even a bigger possession right here. RFA hasn't been able to stop CNS yet.
Jack Walls is an option here too. If they do draw somebody over to help cover Kane McCaskill,
So you
could be
got trips formation up top. You got Wallace by himself here to the near side. Let's see what they do. Carlson's going to roll right pressure in the backfield. Carlson had no chance on that. There were 3
7
defenders
to the sack,
in the
back at the
backfield.
30-yard line. That's the end of the first half. CNS leads 35
We're at
nothing.
halftime here at Tom Hoke Field. Cicero North Syracuse leads 35 to nothing. So the band's set to come on the field. That first half, we talked about it early in the first quarter. The field possession was against RFA in that opening quarter. They were inside the 20-yard line, both possessions. They had the box punt that CNS took advantage of, and RFA defensively just hasn't been able to get off the field. Offensively, they put together a few good drives with the short passing game. See if RFA, the second half goes back
Ladies
to
and gentlemen, for today's
they
halftime
have to keep
performance,
that
please welcome to
defense
the field
off
the Rome Free Academy Marching Black Knights. The RFA marching band is coming off of consecutive second-place finishes in their last 3 competitions and looks to build momentum.
Got to try to
going
contain
into
number
tomorrow's
12 Anthony
competition.
Testa in the second half. He's done a huge
The band will also be
three
heading to the
touchdowns.
Carrier Dome in
Testa
Syracuse
has
next
been
Sunday,
good.
October 31st, as it will compete in the New York
some
State
top
School Band
25
Championships.
football games tomorrow night. Actually, Wake Forest
As they're getting set up,
will
next
travel
week
to
the marching band will also be here
Illinois
at the
will
stadium
travel to
performing
play
their
at
annual
Penn
community
State.
show. The show is scheduled for
Cincinnati will play at
8
Navy.
with a rain date of Saturday,
Northwestern will
October 30th.
travel
Also,
to play at
the
Michigan.
event is free and open to the
Oklahoma will
public.
play at Kansas. Wisconsin's going to play at Purdue.
I'll wait over here.
Your team, Oregon, will travel to play at UCLA. LSU at Orgeron will finish out the season as the head coach at
Little
LSU.
too
They'll
big to
travel
be
to
in
play
there, huh?
Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. Clemson will play at Pittsburgh. Oklahoma State will travel to play Iowa State. Tennessee will travel to play Alabama. San Diego State's going to travel to play Air Force. Texas San Antonio will travel to play Louisiana Tech. North Carolina State will travel to play Miami. Ohio State, the feature game on ABC tomorrow night, will travel to play at Indiana. South Carolina will play at Texas A&M. And the other night game is USC at Notre Dame.
One of my upset picks, I'd definitely look for LSU to have a fighting chance in that game. Those guys love Ed Orgeron. They're going to be playing for him the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see. You know, LSU had that big win against Florida, and they turned around and they cut ties with Coach O. Coach O was a former assistant at Syracuse. So depending on what happens with Coach Dino Havers, how Syracuse finishes up, the question would be if they move on from Dino, does Coach O get a phone call to come here at Syracuse?
That'd be a great hire if we could get him into Syracuse.
Be a lot of big games next week. Michigan State next Saturday. We got Ohio State, Penn State will be a big game.
Big Ten.
At Big Ten East.
Yep.
That division is tough.
Michigan State's one of those teams this year that I don't think anybody expected to be as good. I mean, they really come out of nowhere.
Mel Tucker's done a phenomenal job at Michigan State. He's being rumored for a candidate potentially at LSU. He's being rumored for a candidate at USC. Patriot League action tomorrow, too. Colgate's going to play at Holy Cross at 5 o'clock. Holy Cross picked to win the Patriot League. Lehigh's going to play at my alma mater at Fordham tomorrow. And Georgetown's going to play at Bucknell. We are at halftime here at Rome Free Academy on senior night. They trail CNS 35-0. CNS will get the opening kick. So RFA's defense will get put to the test when we start the third quarter. The Mohawk Valley Sports Watch tomorrow will air between 9 and 11 on WKAL 1450 and the all-new 103.3 FM. We'll talk not only in Kiffin tomorrow, we'll talk Beamer Beavers. We'll talk a lot of college football tomorrow on the show. We'll talk to Roman Scott Petoniak's going to join us at about 9:35 tomorrow. We'll keep the phone lines open, 315-337-9525, the line to call tomorrow. We're happy to talk high school football, college football. You name it, we'll talk it. We want to talk Major League Baseball. It's very surprised as the Yankee fan, Kody, that Aaron Boone comes back.
I know. I was
here.
I hate to say it, but I was hoping he'd be gone.
I'm really surprised. We'll see what they do. They got a lot of big moves. Do they keep Rizzo? Does Gallo stay? What do they do with Gleyber Torres? Do they move him over to second base?
I'd love to see him in shortstop. I mean, Gleyber's really struggled defensively.
Well, they addressed what he said. Shortstop was a key position they're going to look at free agency for. So we'll see what they
Three
do.
really solid options. You got
You're not going to like it. David Smith says Oregon's getting beat by Chip Kelly tomorrow.
I hope not. That'd be a rough one.
I'll tell you, Chip Kelly hasn't had the success so far at UCLA. I mean, he's having a little bit of success this year against his old squad, and Oregon, Chip Kelly, a mastermind in that spread offense.
Yep. UCLA started off great, but then blew a couple games, and I mean, I think they were up to like number 13 in the country.
Yeah.
But now they're back on the top 25 again.
And I'll tell you, many of them had them based on the schedule. They could finish in the top 10. Some people are saying maybe a playoff for them. What's your thoughts on a playoff? I think they should expand it from 4 teams.
I'd love to see 8 teams, just because I feel like there's been a few, like last year, Texas A&M, for example. I felt like they could compete with anybody in the country but didn't get in. So I'd love to see 8. I think that's about the limit. And then, it seems like Oregon could get a shot at, Alabama. So you could just see if they can compete.
Well, I know one thing. For us radio guys, if it goes to 8 teams, we'll be talking about teams 9 and 10 that should be getting in that playoff. But I agree with you. I think they should go to at least 8 teams. Division I AA, the FCS, they have 16 teams, that get in, which is a fun tournament. Of course, March Madness, which I think is the best tournament in all of sports.
Syracuse is looking like they're going to be pretty solid this year.
Kody Boeheim, preseason first team, all ACC.
Not sure what I think about. It sounds like they're going to start Jimmy Boeheim over Benny Williams, who's highly touted recruit. So, Benny Williams is supposed to be like a first-round draft pick, so you think he'd be starting. But
I'm excited to see how both Boeheims play together. And Buddy finished the season last year playing well in the ACC tournament, played well, of course, in the NCAA tournament. So we'll see if he can pick up where he left off. And Syracuse got a good recruiting class coming in next year, too.
Yeah, for sure. Jimmy last year had a really solid season at Cornell, I think it is.
Yeah.
He was averaged like 17 points a game. So he can shoot the ball.
That transfer portal now with college sports is unbelievable now. It's almost like if you can't win the recruiting battle, if you can win the transfer portal.
Yep, exactly.
And now with these players now that can make money, that's a whole other thing that you have to deal with in college.
Oregon stole Quincy Durier from Syracuse. I love that.
Yep. So for this game, we're at halftime here on Senior night. CNS leads Rome 35-0. The Bandits out. I'd have to say the first half for CNS, Anthony Pesco was the key on offense. And of course the run game too. And CNS big up front, they really established that run game. And RFA up front just hasn't had an answer. We'll see if there's any halftime adjustments that are made.
Yeah, CNS has dominated the line of scrimmage on both sides so far. I mean, they're getting pressure on us on the quarterback. They've had, like, I'd say 3 or 4 sacks, and then the O-line, they're running it right at us.
So we'll see what RFA elects to do when they come out. If they go back to the short passing game where they've had some success, they just have not had great field position so far in this first half.
Got to get a stop on the opening drive. Can't let CNS go down and score.
So Kody, what do you think of Syracuse football? Do you think, depending on how they finish, does Coach Babers get another year, or do you think Syracuse moves on?
I'd like to see him move on, honestly. I wasn't huge on the decision to bench DeVito. I thought he looked good the first 2 games, and then it was kind of like, I don't know, DeVito looked good, so I was like, why are you benching him? And Schrader, I hate to say it, but I feel like he should be more of like an Anthony Tessa type player where they're giving it to him in the run game. DeVito is a lot better passer.
Yeah, we talk about this a lot on the radio show. We said that, last year, most of the coaches got a pass to get paid. But now this year, I just think if they don't finish strong down the stretch, if they don't find a way to get the 6 months, I think you got to move on.
Absolutely.
I think you need to change your guard. And there's going to be some coaching jobs that'll be open. But the big thing for me is always Syracuse paid money to bring in a top head coach. I always talk about Coach Clausen at Wake Forest because I played for Coach Clausen when he was at Fordham. And what he's been able to do at Wake Forest, with the resources and facilities, and you're competing all these years in the ACC against the Florida States, the Clemson, the Virginia Techs.
You had that one great year with Eric Dungy, but then you left and the offense kind of started to stagnate. But Sean Tucker this year has been phenomenal. Heisman candidate.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, you can make the argument he's the best back in the country.
Definitely, yeah.
I'd have no argument there if anybody wanted to debate that.
I could definitely see him being successful in the NFL too, the style he runs with.
He's a good sized back. He's shifty. Coach McGee always gives me a hard time. He comes in Saturday for us. He's a big Syracuse guy. I'm not a huge Syracuse guy. I'll root for him. I'll root for him all year except when they play Wake Forest. But the question is always, player Dino or kid Dino? We always say they got to win those games that are the 50-50.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please give it up for the RFA Marching Black Knights.
The NC States, the Wake Forest, the Louisvilles, the Miamis, the Pittsburghs.
We'd like to wish the Marching
got
Black
Virginia
Knights
Tech
the best of
tomorrow,
luck these last 2 weeks as they finish out their championship season.
That's a tough team. It'd be a big
New York
upset.
State Field Day Conference.
Clemson this year, shocking step back. Last year, I thought DJ Uyunglele looked phenomenal, but he just, I don't know, he doesn't look nearly as good this year.
Okay, we've got our 50-50 winner worth $221.
Versus having to start again.
841.
There's more pressure on you when you start
816.
coming off the bench. But I agree.
841,
I think the start of this
816.
year,
You've got that
I
ticket,
didn't think
bring
they
it to
lose
the
it.
press box. You're
I
playing
find
at
you kind of saw the same thing with DeVito
$221.
at Syracuse. There was one year where Dungy, he would come in every once in a while and throw a couple deep balls to DeVito, and he looked great. And then his first year as a starter, he really struggled.
Yeah, Dungy was fun to watch.
Thanks, boss. Yep. And thanks for when we were.
So the band will head off. who's your top few teams in the country right now? You think Alabama can beat Georgia in the SEC?
I don't see it happening, honestly. Watching Georgia play, they've got one of the most dominant defenses I've seen in recent memory in college. Alabama, I mean, I think they're really heavy offensive, and I don't think their defense is nearly as strong as Georgia's. I'd see it being close, but I don't think they'll be able to handle the defense of Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can arguably say that Georgia defense might be one of the best defenses in a long time.
Definitely. College football lately has been leaning heavy towards offense, too. Alabama used to be strong, used to have a strong defensive unit, but they've been the last couple of years putting up 50 a game, giving up like 20.
How about Cincinnati? You think if Cincinnati can find a way to win out and go undefeated, is this year they finally get into the playoff in a non-power 5?
I think if they win out, they definitely get in. Do I think they can compete with the best teams in the country? I don't know yet. I mean, I haven't really seen them play anybody great. I'd love to see, I mean, they beat Notre Dame this year, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, outside of that Notre Dame game, the thing is that American Athletic Conference obviously isn't one of your Power 5 conferences, but Cincinnati put in next year to play in the Big 12.
Yeah,
so
that's
Cincinnati
big.
can get into that Big 12. I think defensively Cincinnati's as good as anybody in the country from talent-wise. But unfortunately, that conference they play in, that American Athletic Conference, is not the strongest conference.
Hard to build a resume for sure. Yeah.
Can you imagine though? Last year Cincinnati goes 12-0. This year they can go 24-0 in 2 years and not get a shot at playing the playoff.
It'd be crazy if they went out this year. This has kind of been a weak college football year so far. Clemson hasn't looked as good. Alabama, I mean, Clemson's looked really bad. Alabama took a step back. It seems like to me Georgia's been like if I was ranking teams, they're far and above everybody else what I've seen so far.
The one thing I know many people would say, and me included at times, don't count out a Nick Saban team down the stretch. I think the only difference this year is they already lost one game early in the season. So if they get to the SEC championship game against Georgia and they lose, there's no way the playoff committee puts a 2-loss Alabama team over a 1-loss, maybe a Big Ten team or 12-0 Cincinnati. I just don't see that happening.
No, me either.
I think they would have to win out to get in.
And if they do put a 2-loss Alabama team, you really got to start discussing the criteria of what they look at when they're putting teams in.
Both teams coming back out onto the field to start the second half. CNS leads here at halftime, 35-0. I'm Rocky Cordino here at the broadcast alongside Kody Smith. Kody, when do you guys do that night? The night, what do you guys call it? The night news or the night
news? Yeah.
When do you guys do that? Any specific days during the week?
Usually we film on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Everybody in the class, it's technically a study hall, so we all go down to the studio and write up scripts, film the segments. Usually takes us 4 or 5 tries to get it perfect.
Listen, I always say the hardest thing, people will probably disagree with me, but I think the hardest thing is when you're recording something. I like the live stuff. But recording stuff is a lot harder than what people may think it is.
Definitely, it's a lot easier to flow when you're live than
you guys do a good job with that. I've watched all the interviews. Which one's been your favorite one?
I'd have to say probably Archie and Franco. That was a really fun one because he's one of the most successful guys from out of Rome.
Absolutely.
Athlete-wise, and he played with some really great players on the Padres. Tony Gwynn. I mean,
I think some people forget he played in the World Series against the Yankees too. And one of the questions I had for Archie when I interviewed him was, "Did you ever face Mariano Rivera?" And he said no.
They go out last night.
Archie had a great career. Archie was my Franklin Field baseball coach in the summer times. And I used to go to Franklin Field to play baseball. Archie was one of my coaches. And I was Archie's wife, brother was Pete Riley, who I went to school with, so I've known Pete for a long time. Archie had given me a signed baseball bat years ago.
I gotta say, I was a little jealous. I remember when we did that interview, it was like 30 degrees here, and he was telling me, "Oh yeah, it's 89 in San Diego." I was like, "Man, you're lucky."
You interviewed Tom Hoke.
Yep. Yeah, that was an awesome.
Tommy was great. Tommy was on one of my shows as well. Always takes the time to, anything to do with Rome, he always takes the time to make it happen. Of course, his dad, who I played for, legend Tom Hoke Sr. was the line coach here for a long time. And I think the backbone behind the program for a long time.
And his son now, he's at Iowa. He's a center for
Yep.
Iowa this year. They've always had a great offensive line unit. They're another one of those teams that just lost last week to Purdue. That was a big one.
Yeah. Iowa's always been known for good offensive lines, good running backs, great line coaches. Kirk Ferentz is one of the best line coaches in the country. They always produce NFL caliber players.
Notre Dame's one of those teams this year that they always have one of the best offensive lines, but they've struggled this year.
RFA will kick off to start the second half.
Well, let's see
Kicking
what
off
happens
will
here.
be
Jack
number
Wallace is
11,
gonna kick off.
Jack Wallace.
So backbeat for CNS is number 20, Mason Mingle.
I think this is actually RFA's first kickoff of the game.
I was just going to say. So CNS with a fair catch. So that's
Fair
a good
catch.
start.
On the kickoff by number 12, Anthony Testa. First and 10 for
So I see number
CNS
8,
at their own
Anthony Johnson
35.
coming back on the field. He's the freshman running back. He had some nice runs in the first half.
They started going to him at the end of the first half there for sure. Broke out a couple.
And it looked like, was Testa in there quarterback? I think Testa's in there quarterback.
Watch for the QB draw here. They've
It
loved
is.
doing
It's
that.
Anthony Testa's going to take over at quarterback. Anthony Johnson's going to be the setback next to him. So some changes offensively. Testa's a good athlete. Johnson's going to get the handoff and bounces it outside and cuts it back
Hand out
inside.
to Anthony Johnson.
Good game there in first down.
And Anthony Johnson with a good gain here on first down.
Anthony Testa is now playing quarterback for the
So
North
we'll
Stars.
call it a second down and we'll say a long 2.
Gain of 9, second and 1.
We're just starting the second half here from Tom Hoke Field on senior night for Home Free Academy. They trail 35-0. Anthony Testa's in the shotgun for CNS. Anthony Johnson's the one setback. We're going to go handoff to Johnson. Johnson's in the backfield, and RFA's going to wrestle him back behind the line.
Johnson again the ball carrier.
Johnson's a little back, but he's shifty.
Stopped right at the first down line.
Wouldn't be surprised to see CNS rest a few of their best players for the rest of this game. You know, don't want to get them hurt for sections.
The playoffs are set from talking to Coach DeCola last night.
First and
All 8
10
teams get
for
in
the
from
North
Class
Stars.
AA because there's only 8 teams. Home Free Academy will be the 6th seed. If Liverpool hangs on to win today, Liverpool would be your 1 seed. CNS would be the 2 seed because Liverpool beat CNS 2 weeks ago. So Testa's going to hand it off to Anthony Johnson.
He's met again.
Johnson's met again in the backfield.
Once again, Johnson the ball carrier.
So for Rome Free Academy, Max Hunt came up from his defensive back position.
For
And also
final
on the
and
play
Easton
was
stop.
Brian East, who's on the stop for Rome Free Academy. And I believe if Corcoran hangs on, Corcoran would be the 3 seed,
Second and
followed
10.
by Proctor at number 4. So depending on what happens tonight in Class AA. So Anthony Testa in the shotgun. Looks like there's some movement up front. Flags on the play. I think it's going to be a false start against Cicero North Syracuse. Hard to believe though, high school football. It's already playoff time.
5-yard
Such a
walk
fast
off against
season.
the North Stars for false start.
Rome Free Academy comes into this contest at 2-4. And CNS comes in at 4-2. So Testa's going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson's going to break a tackle. He's going to be brought
Johnson
down.
once again the ball carrier.
CNS may try to run this thing down.
Drop in number 22. There's Salvatore Martelli again on the play.
Brought down by
Let's see
Ricky
what CNS
Fernandez.
does here. Fernandez on the play for Rome.
3rd and 8
Coming into the
for the
game for
North
Rome
Stars.
is number 2, Shaheen Dorval. that's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for CNS at their own 37-yard line.
This is a big play here. Get a stop. He's still
Testa at quarterback. He's in the shotgun with Anthony Johnson to his right. I think they're going to get RFA to jump. Did he come across? Yes, they did.
55, Ryan O'Connell.
O'Connell came across. So that's going to be a 5-yard
5-yard
penalty.
penalty against the Black Knights for offside.
That's going to move it 5 yards. So it's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3 for CNS.
Let's go.
Testa's in the shotgun. Anthony Johnson, the 1 setback. Testa's going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson's going to break a tackle, but he's wrestled down short.
Johnson stopped short of the first down. Brought down by number 22.
Play was made by O'Connell and Salvatore Martelli. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
Sal Martelli.
For CNS, who appears to be keeping the offense on the field. They will. They'll keep the offense on the field here. 4th down and 3.
Let's go, big push up, bro. Let's go.
4th and 3.
Anthony Testa in the shotgun. Anthony Johnson, the 1 setback. Testa's going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson's going to make a man miss. He's going to be across for the first down.
Anthony Johnson
That
for
will be
the
a
first down.
for CNS.
The line of scrimmage has been a huge key in this game.
CNS has gotten a push the entire game. Johnson, tough to bring down. He's small, he's shifty. He's tough to see in that pile.
They've got some really big guys up front.
So it's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for CNS. Anthony Testa comes in at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. They hand it off to Anthony Johnson, the freshman. The freshman makes one man miss. He's going to be brought down. He's going to be brought down.
Anthony Jackson again, the ball carrier.
Ryan Lucia. It's going to be a game
Ryan Lucia on
for
the stop.
Anthony Johnson. We'll call it 2nd down and 6.
Second and 6 from the Black Knight 49.
2nd down and 6 with under 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. CNS 35-0 over Rome Free Academy. Anthony Testa in the shotgun. Anthony Johnson on the hands off. Bounces it outside. Shifty run by Johnson. He's going to be wrestled down. The ball came out.
Ball carrier.
Let's see, did they call him down? I don't think they did. That ball's out. Rome Free Academy saying they recovered. No signal yet from the officials. I think they're going to rule him down. And they are.
He's
That would
ruled
have
down.
been a big play there for RFA.
Rome Free Academy was signaling they recovered the football. But the officials
The
ruled
3rd
it
and
down.
3
So it's gonna be
from the
3rd down
46.
and 3 at the Rome 46-yard line.
On this drive?
Yes.
Inside area development.
So Testa's in the shotgun. No pass plays yet to start this 3rd quarter for
False
CNS.
start,
They
looks like,
decided
on
to keep it
CNS.
on the ground. There's a flag on the
False
play. They're
start.
going to get a false start against
Against
CNS.
the North
Bring it
Stars.
5 yards.
5-yard walk off.
So they walk it back. So they'll bring up 3rd down, about 8 for CNS. It's been all run plays to start the 3rd quarter. Anthony Testa came in to start the 3rd quarter. It's been the young freshman Anthony Johnson in the backfield. Testa will line up in the shotgun. 5:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Hand it off to Johnson. Johnson's going to break through. He makes one man miss. He's going to be wrestled down, but it will be a
Once
first
again,
down
Johnson, the ball carrier.
for CNS.
No reason for CNS to go away from that game
there
right
on the
here.
play.
Bryce Angel
Angel was in there.
and
as well.
Sal Martelli on the stop. First down at the Black Knight 43.
They've kept it on the ground to start this third quarter. The young freshman Johnson's gotten the bulk of the carries to start the third quarter. Daniel Livesay, I believe, is in the backfield. Looks like, nope, it's number
Johnson hit the backfield by
45.
Brian O'Connell and Carmelo Gilbert.
Devron Aldrich, number 45, came in to give Johnson.
Loss of 4, second and 14.
Back into the game. It was a loss of 4. We call it second and 14.
I'd look for another run outside here. Johnson seems to be really quick in space.
We'll see if they can get Anthony Johnson on an outside zone play. Maybe a swing route if they decided to put it in the air. But I think you're going to see another Anthony Johnson handoff, and you do. You get him inside, he bounces it off tackle, cuts it back in.
And
There's a flag on the play.
Johnson again, the ball carrier, stopped by Ricky Fernandez. Flag on the play.
Wasn't in the backfield, so we'll see what the call is.
Holding is the call against the North Stars.
And if there's a holding call against CNS, so that'll back them up.
Second 14 now for CNS.
That's going to march CNS back. It's going to be second and long for CNS. So Anthony Testa in the shotgun. Anthony Johnson, the lone setback. They're going to hand it off to Johnson off tackle. Johnson's going to make a man miss. He cuts it up inside. And he gets
Once again, the ball is carried by Johnson.
Looks like it might be a face mask there,
Yeah.
Martelli.
Late flag on the play there.
Brought down by
Question will be,
Sal Martelli. Flag on the play.
it is, they're going to say personal foul.
Face
They're gonna
mask,
say face
penalty
mask.
against
That's
the
a
Black
15-yard
Knights.
penalty. That's going to march it up 15 yards.
Gave it right back.
So they gave it right back to him.
First and 10 for the North Stars. That's the Black Knight 36.
So CNS has it at the Rome Free Academy 36-yard line. Anthony Testa and Anthony Johnson in the backfield, the young 9th grader, who's taken the bulk of the carries here in the third quarter. They will feature him again. He cuts it back. It started left.
Breaks
Cut
the
it back to
tackle.
the right side. He makes a few men miss.
Once
And
again,
it will
it's
be
Johnson, the
a
ball
first
carrier.
down for CNS.
Lawless on the
50
stop.
2 minutes left in the third quarter, and RFA still doesn't have possession on offense.
CNS has taken the
First
opening
and
kick
10 at the
here.
22.
It has been all Anthony Johnson here in the third quarter. Decided to keep the ball on the ground, and I would expect nothing less here than a turnaround and hand it to number 8. So we'll see here. Testa's in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson running behind that big offensive line.
Once again, it's Johnson, the ball carrier.
That'll bring up second down. Coach
Martelli
says, nice headphones, Kody.
and Angel on the stop.
I want to thank
Ball's at the 18.
he helped us.
Second
set us
and
up
5.
with Jack here. We got it set up though. Setting up is not one of my strengths. I like when I can just come in and sit down and talk sports. So it's second down and 6. They hand it off to Johnson here, and he's going to be wrestled down.
Once
Got the
again,
student
it's
section
Johnson.
with the lights going. You said it was neon night? Neon?
Yep,
And again, he's brought down by
Yeah.
Martelli.
So, Kody, you play any sports in the wintertime or just a baseball guy?
Just baseball, yeah.
First and 10 at the 12.
I might announce some basketball games this year.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be up there doing a few games this year.
Yep.
So Testa's going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson's going to make a miss, and Johnson's going to be still going.
Anthony Johnson down to the 6.
So CNS has had this one the entire third quarter. As the third quarter, they will let this thing run out.
They're going right at us. We don't have an answer.
So that will do it for the third quarter.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter.
End of the third
Score
quarter,
remains
CNS
35-0. CNS.
That's gotta be a first. He carried the ball every play, right?
14 out of 15 runs. They gave it to the fullback one time.
Oh, crazy.
15 carries, 3 penalties, wins, 12 minutes.
Yeah, I'll have to tell Coach Medicius I'm going to have to come up and do a few games.
Excellent time. Really?
I appreciate that.
Right, yeah.
Trying to get a couple of the scores. Middle Tennessee's up at halftime on Connecticut 24-13. And UCF is up on Memphis 14-7. It's early second quarter.
UCF no longer the dominant team they had been in the conference.
Yeah, they lost their quarterback, I think, the second game of the season. They've dominated that American Conference. Conference USA, they dominated that conference. And CNS dominated the third quarter on the ground. Testa at quarterback in the shotgun. Anthony Johnson's going to get another handoff. He breaks one to the outside.
Once again, it's Anthony Johnson down to the 4-yard line.
Johnson only had 5 carries coming into this game, but he's got, I'd say, about 20 so far.
He had at least 14, 15 carries that third quarter. I'm probably not going on a limb here, but I would bet you young Anthony Johnson would have a bright future here at CNS.
He's a freshman. He looks great so far.
So Testa's going to let the game clock wind down. They hand it to Johnson. Johnson's going to be stuffed down at about the 2-yard line.
Johnson stopped short of the goal line at the 2.
Looked like Cameron Doherty was on the play.
It's one of the longest possessions I've seen, honestly.
How many places this guy played?
5 and 17.
I know him, okay. First round.
This is a 17-play drive. And CNS is going to let the play clock wind down all the way to 0 before they snap it. They snapped it the last possession in about 1 or 2 seconds, and I think they'll do it again. The game clock is at about 10.5 minutes. They turn around and hand it to Johnson.
Ryan O'Connell again there.
Ryan O'Connell
shooting across into the backfield and drops Johnson for a loss.
Third and goal from the 7.
Have a message on here. RFA will be in the playoffs.
Official
All
timeout.
8 teams from Class AA get in. They will be the 6th seed.
Looks like they'll likely face Corcoran.
Yeah, I would think Liverpool would be 1, CNS would be 2. I think Corcoran would be 3. And then Proctor would be 4.
I don't know that I've seen a possession this long ever.
Almost at 9 minutes, so they'll snap it again. They snapped it with about 1 second, and they do again. So Johnson's going to run it across. Is he?
Just short.
He's going to be short. No signal yet.
Johnson stopped at the 1 yard line.
He stopped at the 1 yard line, which means another 35 seconds come off that play clock.
Third and goal.
So that'll bring up
And
third and
officially
goal.
marked it to 2.
It's got to be the worst feeling ever as the offense just watching the sideline for this amount of time.
So third and goal from the 1 yard line.
And
They
then
hand it off to
backfield
Johnson.
again.
Johnson
Stopped
is
in the
behind the line
backfield.
once again.
Sal Martelli.
That was Martelli. It shot right through the line of scrimmage into the backfield.
O'Connell and Martelli on the
So that's
stop.
going to bring up 4th down and goal.
4th and goal from the 4 yard line.
Kody Berry is going to come into the game. I don't know if they're elected to kick a field goal here. I don't know if he was their kicker. Kody Berry comes in to replace Testa. They're going to naked boot it out. See if he gets in. Does he get in? He does. So they go play action, naked boot. They bring in number 21, Kody Berry.
That's Testa's 4th touchdown of
Touchdown
the game.
scored by number 21, Kody Berry.
So Berry comes in, replaces Testa, and they go naked boot for the touchdown. That's over a 20-play drive. 21-play drive for CNS. They had the ball the entire third quarter, and with 7:56 to go in the ball game, they punched one in, and they now lead Rome Free Academy 41-0. Jacob's asking who will RFA go against in the playoffs. I think it's either going to be Proctor or Corcoran,
I'd love to see a Proctor matchup.
which both games would be on the road. Barry's going to make it go here on the 2-point conversion attempt. And it's going to
2-point conversion attempt by Berry is.
So the play is going to be stopped short, and it's Bryce Angel with the
Stop.
So CNS
And we have
40.
7:56 left in the game, and it's 41-0 CNS.
RFA will have their first possession of the half here with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You don't see a drive like that very often, I'll tell you
I'll
that.
tell you, that was probably one of the longest high school drives I've seen. 20-play drive. Kody, I'm happy you were able to come on tonight. I'm happy we got this thing set up. I was a little worried about it.
Me too.
I was a little worried because usually I don't do the games this way, but it's fun. I like it's fun to interact, fun to have you. As I said, you're welcome to come in Saturday mornings on the radio.
I'll definitely
Just
join you.
let me know.
Get Coach Batista's on there with us.
Oh yeah, he'll be there. He started off as a guest host, and next thing you know, 2 years later, he's been in there every Saturday morning with me. Pete Pagliaro does a good job, and the stat man Eric Coleman always.
Daniel
there.
Lifestay with the kickoff.
Up to 30 there.
So Dorval on the return
Yeah.
brings it out to about the 30.
Shaheem
So
Dorval
7:52
with
left in
the
game.
kickoff return
Make sure to tune in tomorrow morning
at the 30-yard line.
to the Sports Watch on WKAL Talk Radio 1450 and the all-new 103.3 FM. We'll have the whole crew in the studio tomorrow. Pete Pagliaro, the stat man, Eric Coleman, Coach Medicis will be there, myself. We'll talk to Roman Scott Petoniak at 9:35. We'll talk Syracuse football with him. We'll talk Buffalo Bills. Scott, longtime Buffalo Bills sports writer. He's also an author. Scott always comes on during the season to talk some sports with us, so we'll talk to him. The following week, we'll have Kevin Deneen, the head coach
We're
of the
outside with Neve Baez here. He's stacked up for no game.
Direct snap to Baez.
Hockey fan next week.
Stop for no game.
The head coach for the Utica Comets, Kevin Deneen, will join me on the show on Saturday morning. We'll talk to Kevin. So Rome Free Academy will finish the regular season at 2-5.
Oh, he fumbles it.
They fumbled the play here, so that's going to be a big
loss
loss
here.
That's a big loss for Rome. Flax get a 1.
Loose ball recovered by Baez.
That's going to bring up 3rd and long.
3rd down and
As we
20.
approach 6 minutes left in the ball game. So we go screen pass here. It's complete.
Kody, I think, with the catch maybe.
Pass is complete to McCaskill.
Caden pass.
It'll be 4th down.
So that's going to bring up 4th and long.
I think it's the same one. He just has a
74.
Like, I'm not a fan of this call.
Brandon Roman punts for the Black Knights.
So that was Brandon Roman, the punter.
It's down.
Down at the 44-yard line.
Ball will be
1st and 10 for the North Stars. 5:35 left in the game.
So RFA gets their first possession of the second half, and they
45 seconds.
basically immediately punt.
I'd love to go back into the stat column across all the years at RFA and see when an RFA team had 1 possession in the second half. But CNS had the ball the entire 3rd quarter and most of the 4th quarter.
There's a high chance here, I'd say, that RFA doesn't get the ball back. Nice snap. Brought down for a loss.
Tyler Davies, the ball carrier.
Ricky Fernandez with the tackle in the backfield.
Ricky Fernandez on the stop.
Barry came in for Anthony Testing. Barry came in on the naked bootleg for the touchdown. He still stays in there at quarterback. As we approach 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. CNS leads Rome 41-0.
Fumbles this.
So they fumbled the
Fumbled it.
shotgun snap.
Fumble snap recovered by the North Stars. Quarterback Kobe Bird.
CNS. So that'll bring up 3rd and long. CNS shuffling guys in and out.
Testing out some of their backups here, I think.
CNS looking to see if they can get another rematch with Liverpool. Liverpool had a big win 2 weeks ago against CNS.
false start.
The officials are going to blow it dead here. It's going to be a dead ball, false start. CNS.
False start penalty against the North Stars.
Again, player of the game. I believe it have to go into testing for CNS. But you can make the case for Testa. You can make the case for Anthony Johnson. You can make the case for their starting quarterback.
For Anthony Johnson's first game getting a big workload, he sure has looked really good.
So RFA is going to wrestle him down here. That's number 45.
Lee Baez brings the ball carrier from CNS down.
It's the Ron Odrick.
Number 45, Devin Odrick.
So it'll bring up 4th and long for CNS.
Time they snap the ball here, it'll be under 3 minutes to play.
Quick second half.
Fourth and 20 for the North Stars. Timeout, CNS.
Timeout, CNS.
2:55 left in the game.
Again, Rome Free Academy will fall to 2-5. They'll be the 6th seed in the playoffs. They'll start next week. Liverpool CNS will be the top 2 seeds. So we'll see where RFA will travel to next week. I believe it's going to be Corcoran or Proctor. I think it's going to be Corcoran.
Who's Corcoran playing tonight?
I don't know if they were playing Baldwinsville tonight.
No, he says no harm.
But I think it'll be Corcoran against RFA.
Lost it.
Well, the student section's still staying hyped up.
I'll tell you, the student section for the Proctor game when I was up here was fun to watch. It was fun to watch. So see, that's a quarterback.
Oh,
keep.
big hit.
Cody Berry on the
That was
keep.
Berry on the
Stop short of the first down. It'll be Black Knight ball. 2:49 left in the game.
So RFA is going to take over with 2:49 left to go in the game. CNS leads 40-0. Yeah, I was just trying to see the standings. Liverpool was 5-1. They beat CNS head-to-head. Corcoran, Baldwinsville, Utica, RFA, Henniger, Nottingham. So it would be Corcoran. So RFA still in the gun, but he can be wrestled out of bounds.
Baez forced out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
We'd love to see him put some points on the board to avoid a shutout here.
Sorry?
That's Jaden Holmes, the quarterback for Rome Free Academy, number 7.
Jaden Holmes is at quarterback for the Black Knights.
Screen pass and a Baez
Baez.
down the sideline.
There he goes. Baez will score.
Pass from Holmes to Baez for the Black Knights touchdown.
Baez goes in for the long touchdown, showing his speed out in the open field. So So RFA will punch one in with 2:35.
45-yard touchdown pass.
RFA gets on the board.
Lawless into attempt the extra point.
Run someone in.
RFA is going to run one in. Jack Lawless is going to come on and attempt the extra point.
And it's good.
Good.
Extra point is good.
2:35 left.
2:35 left in the game. CNS leads 41-6.
Extra point.
Yep.
This being RFA's last home game of the year, we thank everyone their support during this entire season, and watch the newspapers and other media to see when the Black Knights will be playing in the Section 3 Class AA playoffs next weekend. Jack Wallace kicking off for Black Knights.
A little chilly out there.
Third catch by number 25, Daniel Lifestate. First down for the North Stars.
So CNS going to take over here with 2:32 to go in the game. Their own 27-yard line. CNS had a 20-play drive. They had the ball the entire third quarter. A heavy dose of Anthony Johnson. Kody Berry at quarterback, number 21. He came in to replace Anthony Testa. It's a quarterback power play here. He's going to be brought down.
Kody Berry on the keep.
This will take us under 2 minutes here to go. Here.
Ball's carried by number 4, Tyler Davies.
RFA to 2 and 5. Regular season.
3rd and 6 from the 30.
The official pairings will get released this weekend.
They run it under a minute to play now.
Davies again, the ball carrier.
So they have to snap it one more time. Got a 13-second difference on the clock, so we'll snap it one more
Gonna
time.
be 4th
And that will do it here.
and
on
5.
that field. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Kody, again, thanks for coming up here tonight with me.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome anytime. sure we'll be hearing you on the radio pretty soon. And this will be the last snap of the ball game.
Davies again, the ball carrier.
That will do it.
Out of bounds. 10 seconds
Get
to
him out of
play.
bounds. We'll run one more play. 6
Knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line.
I hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Thanks to Kody for coming on with me this evening. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. We'll see you again tomorrow morning on Walnut Valley Sports Watch.
And that's going to be the final play of the game, our final score. CNS 41, RFA 7. Once again, thank you for your support this entire season, and we'll see everyone back next fall.